welcome back to my channel. My name is Bing, and today I'm going to be doing an after watch party for Blackkklansman. I watched this because it's a free YouTube movie. It was about a cop who is black, who goes undercover. Um, well, not undercover. He calls the KKK and is like, I'm a white man and I want to join your community. And at the same time, he's like kind of trying to infiltrate, actually be an undercover cop at like rallies um, that are for like Black Power. And during this time, he's like navigating being like the first black cop in his precinct, and dealing with racist white cops. And so like he is the voice of the person talking to the KKK, but he's not really going to meet them. They send another guy, but he's Adam Driver, and they like try to get at him because they think he's Jewish. I felt like this was a really like intense thing. Like there's a lot of like very harsh words um being thrown around, like, obviously, because of the KKK. They're not nice people, and they portray them to be very mean people. And um, in the end, they like foil the KKK's plan to like um, wreak havoc. Um, and yeah, they protect the people from their attacks, but from far away, you like the KKK, like they burn the cross, what they're known for doing. Um, yeah, so I feel like it was like a definitely a commentary on like those dynamics and relationships, um, and like this like the inner complexities of like, you know, being for this character being like a black cop and like being like pro Black Power but not anti cop. It was really interesting how they kind of created the main character. I feel like I was kind of irritated by like how like like he was like in it. He like got the movement and like the rhetoric they were saying, but I feel like because he's the cop, he doesn't get it. And this is like a great segue for me to talk about FD Signifier. I know I've talked about him before, but I like watch his videos. And he just collabed. He was on Hassan's stream, so like he's around. Um, and he did like a video, and I'll like put it here. It was like um it was just like all cops like are bad cops essentially. And what he highlighted in his video was that there's like a system of like oppression and power, like with, and if you're operating within that system, no matter if you're black or white, you are like the perpetrators of like, you know violence and abuse. And he used this case, which, I don't know, I obviously can't hold on to any details in my brain these days. Um, oh my god, a crow just walked by. Um, anyways, uh, yeah, so there was like essentially like five black cops who I think they really attacked. I think they like went after this guy and attacked him. I think they beat him to death. And so he was FD Signifier was kind of talking about like what like what is the discourse, like why are people talking about this so much, like, and FD Signifier really like talks about like, the right and their issues, they're pretty blatant and obvious. But the left, the issues are they're so entangled, um, and they get in our way, or the left's way. So yeah, I highly recommend, like, watching FT Signifier and hearing his take. I'm not the one. I'm not the one to talk about, these race relations. Um, I feel like I'm pretty privileged because I look how I look, and I've, like, you know, not ever gotten into anything serious with, like, law enforcement. They don't take me seriously. They don't care about me. And I feel like that's really, all, privileged. That's a lot of privilege that I have, especially because, like there are so many cases where someone will just be in their home and the police will bust in and, like, end someone's life for no reason. Like, it's just ridiculous, and disgusting and evil. So for me, I feel like the movie made me want to understand it all a little more, even though I'm kind of like, I live in America, like, this is our culture, so it's like not avoidable. um but I also feel like I kind of stand to the side. Like, I'm not in the discourse. I'm not a part of these communities, any of them. Um, but it it's always really, like, devastated me whenever there's, like, a hashtag, say her name, something like that, say his name. I remember when I was really young and, like, the Trayvon Martin stuff was going on. I remember, like, crying. I remember all my friends crying. We were in, like, middle school. And, like, even then, like, you're so young, you don't understand anything, but you know it's wrong, and it, like, it, like, destroys you. Like, it like, shakes you up, because why is it like this? Check out my last my Trump WordPress post. Um yeah, I don't know. I hope that I hope that everybody can just feel safe one day. I think that's something we all deserve. I feel like we all deserve to feel safe and, protected, and especially in a place you call home. Um yeah. Well, I think that's all I really have to say. I'm interested in anybody, if anybody has, like, a thought or a comment, sound off below. If you have any other recommendations, or, you know, whatever else you have to kind of, like, add to the conversation, um, feel free, sound off. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.